Hi, my name is Kevin. I work at US Foods, and I've been a Virta patient for almost 2 years right now. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about 8 years ago, and for 6 years, I took insulin every day and a bunch of medicines that I no longer have to take. I no longer take insulin. I no longer take glipizide. I no longer take Trulicity. It seemed like my doctor only wanted to give me more medicines all the time, and Virta, uh, they took away the medicines that were costing me money every month. I feel like I'm 15 years younger, and I just thought it was old age creeping up on me, and that this is just how I was going to feel. I will never be able to thank Virta enough for the impact that it's made on my life. I never knew that I could be healthy again. In early March, I went on a trip back to New York City, and I came down with what was essentially the worst upper respiratory illness that I've ever suffered. It felt like nothing else I've ever had. It was very scary, and the entire time while I was struggling with it for about 2 weeks, I just said to myself, what would have happened if this was 4 or 5 years ago when I was still in the throes of my diabetes? Because I don't think I would have had the physical or mental strength to deal with it, and certainly not the wherewithal to overcome it the way that I did. I thank Virta the entire time, saying they made me healthy again and they made me capable of dealing with this. With COVID-19, the food service and restaurant industry has been hit harder than virtually every other segment of business out there. One thing that they've done is to keep all of us on with full benefits that they've been paying for. And one of those benefits being the Virta program that, costs me nothing out of my pocket and has given me everything back in return. If you care about your employees' well-being, if you want to make them better employees, if you want them to feel how much you care about them, please consider bringing Virta into their life. For someone who struggles with diabetes and having to take the assorted medicines that diabetes often requires, there's no greater gift that you could give to any of your employees than considering to bring Virta into their life. You don't understand it until you've been down this tunnel, and you don't realize that there's a light at the end of the tunnel until somebody introduces you to Virta.